So you got to keep in mind, Dan is being used as symbol, and you can see why Dan is being used as symbol. Okay, we see what happens when the union of the sons of God take place with the daughters of the sons of men. Well, it creates these super beings. And that's what the elite have become to worship in ancient times in the legends. The Greek pantheon, these serpent gods of Egypt, these serpent gods of Mesoamerica, South America, the serpent gods of the Hindu ancient religion, these very same serpent gods of the Asian religions. It's all the same thing. And these represent these cockatrice eggs that have been hatched over and over and over, weaving, ever tirelessly working, weaving the spider's web. So Dan is really a symbolic fulfillment, as we see in the story of Samson, as one of these hero kings. And we find out that their mission is to destroy this lion, as you see in Judges chapter 14, verse 14, or in Judges chapter 14 in general, as it culminates all the way down to verse 14 at this Ouroboros, which is this coming golden age. I mean, all you guys are familiar with this if you've been viewing my work. So Dan becomes now the perfect symbolism for what these elites are hoping for. They're hoping to be made gods in material form, just like these supposed Nephilim were that they worship. They were these demigods. They had these super spiritual and physical abilities, all while being in material form. And what did they seek? They sought immortality, because they knew they weren't going to make it into the spiritual heavenly abode, that they were seeking their godhood, their godship in material form. Well, that's not what Jesus Christ teaches. He teaches that this kingdom is going to be in the spirit, that eventually perfection will be reached in eternity, not in these times of the material. So the elite are looking to the symbolism of these ancient demigods as what they can hope to achieve if they can create this right genetic admixture, this right understanding of the DNA code, the DNA program that they feel that, hey, they're unlocking. So Dan fulfills itself for them, the fractal, once again. Okay? Because Dan now represents to them that Zion that they hope to achieve in material form. Dan represents the spiritual godhood in material form. The Zion that they hope to achieve is in the material. As I told you, the Zion that Jesus Christ teaches is in the spiritual. We're judged in the spirit. We're not judged in the material. So the kingdom that we inherit is the heavenly kingdom, the spiritual kingdom, not the material. So now we see that there's this controversy of Zion. That's right, there's this controversy of Zion, in which all of this is telling you the same division of what? The same divisions of this knowledge, the two hemispheres of the brain. And that's exactly what we see here in chapter 34 of the book of Isaiah. It's conveniently enough centered around the day of the Lord, Armageddon. And of course, this great sacrifice takes place. And this sacrifice is taking place as it's associated with a controversy. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, not our Father, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. What controversy of Zion? Well, the controversy of Zion that I'm showing you here in every way possible. If my papers would just stay put for me right here as I'm showing you all this. Zion is your mind, right? That's exactly where all this is taking place. That's where you discern reality, right? Within the two hemispheres of the brain, the spiritual and the material discerned. All this is taking place in this understanding of the mind. Zion becomes the tabernacle in which you dwell, this reality in which you dwell. Are you dwelling in a spiritually made tabernacle or a materially made tabernacle? And of course, that's a controversy of Zion. In Zion, now they have tried to create this illusion, this shadow over it, so that you wouldn't find your true spiritual kingdom, your place of rest. And now they make Zion ill, illusion, ill, your Zion, your mind.